actually, when I was born, I was hearing, when I was the age of 2, I've lost my hearing, and my tongue was going bad. So at that time, the doctor didn't really know what to do, what was wrong, and all that. So they had to remove my tongue and make my voice become more not clear. So they had to put me on speech therapy.
Mhm.
If it wasn't for that, I'd probably be able to talk right now like in him. So I'm thankful for that. Then they put but I was back then, with a bus on the train and a parking. Yeah. It was horrible. I mean, I have some old pictures and I'm looking at it, oh my God. I'm wearing this big thing in my hair and this bus in my parking right here. Yeah, it was horrible. But when I got to about 5 or 6, it came to where it was just only here. But it was big. They were still having some people, it made their hair look like Dumbo. Yeah. And I was one of them, so I was being picked on, and they've been wrong bad. It was a funny joke. I laughed at them. I wasn't mad. I was like, I deserve the better. I'm the kind of person who's taking it personal. I said, they make it so, I was so bad. I would say, okay, you read the better. I'll fly. So they were laugh. It was good. Um, then time goes on to now. Oh my God, it's a lot more better technology. I have Bluetooth. It's modern. You can't even see that more. It's almost like it's hanging. Yeah. So without him, I don't know what I was doing. I probably would have a hard time hearing things, moving, people talking, everything that you can hear out there. Yeah, it's around, yeah.
Social media.
Mm-hmm.
You
But both those newspapers, that was probably around 2014, 15, something, I don't remember when it first came out. I started that, but it wasn't really easy to connect with other people because they were still growing at the time. I don't know how to say my name.
Mhm. because
Okay.
I see you live
Mm.
with people. I mean,
Right. I have
yeah.
several friends that I've actually met through TikTok in person. And that was
Mhm.
awesome. Yeah. And at first I was kind of nervous because I only meet people in person, like normally meet in person, you get to know each other and all that. But on social media, it's totally different. It's like you never know what's behind the screen, what's the real life. So I was kind of like, so I wanted to give it some time. So about 1 year, they were coming on the live, putting off, and we were keeping touch. And, it got to that point of where we all then at the same time, why not meet up? Yeah. So the first here in my hometown, Austin, Texas. So they came meet me here for a few days, and wow, we became real close. It was like we talked, we went through stuff together. It was amazing. It was awesome.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I know. It's always that's who I am. I'm not the kind of person who wants to bring drama or problem online. It's not the right thing. It's more of where people are coming in to enjoy and laugh That's who I am. I like to bring things bang, get people laughing and entertaining, talking around, all that stuff. So that's who I am. Yeah.
Being on deaf TikTok, I see in sign used by so many people. You know what I mean? Yeah, so many different and regionalisms.
Yep.
And 2 months ago, I saw a video of yours
Okay.
in which a friend was on one side and a different person was over here, and they were saying,
Oh, yeah.
you know, all of that. And then you,
Right. Yep.
yeah, and you made a video
I have to say what
saying that's
thing.
bad, or what. I want to hear more about that.
There's a lot of diversity in the deaf community, like dividing like group. They got all the same. They don't have the same how to look at things. That person that you saw, her name is Ashley. She's here in Bonn. She is a corner. With that being said, she had privilege to be able to sign, and it's okay. If her sign is not staying like, well, there's a name for that. They call them gay people. Those are the people I don't get along with because they are more perturbing ASL. They don't like how they're separated to sign words. They have to have them perfect, but it's not always going to be perfect. I mean, again, they're forgetting one important thing. Virtual sign was different. I mean, north, south, west, east, it's totally different. Yeah, and I met many deaf people from other states, and I've seen how their signs are not the same, and I've never criticized or tell them you're wrong. I always put in the time to learn new things. I mean, we're always learning every day. Yeah. So So what that have happened, I got so frustrating because what had happened before was there were several people who were using sign language for clout. And at first I was like, well, I'm not gonna do nothing because it's kind of a small problem, but apparently it got to the point of where they were actually taking advantage of signing the wrong way because they were saying, I'm going to teach. So when they say, I'm going to teach, have you gone to college? Have you got a, I mean, have you been certified? Do you learn the right way? There are people who were born and raised with that, how to first language. So they know what they're talking about. So what we're trying to do is to say, hey, that word you time was kind of wrong. Well, unfortunately, they took it personally and got all mad and saying, oh my God, we're being attacked by the deaf community, blah, blah, blah. He was there hearing people about him. And what happened is they believed them over us. And it got to the point of where it became a big whole issue. So we started to look bad. So it's been happening for 3 years. And then when actually came up to me privately saying, I need your help. And I said, what's wrong? Just take me that feeling of you just saw on your phone. And I was like, oh no, that's not acceptable. And it comes to that point of where somebody's telling you you're wrong. I mean, it's trying to be more like, hey, I didn't know that the simple sign, when you learn that, make a communication. Yeah. Instead of shopping at people, attacking them, not how the words.
I like how you said
Mm-hmm.
gatekeeping.
These people.
I think I find that in not just the deaf community, but everywhere.
Oh yeah, there's
It's
a
like
lot of
seeing if you're right, if you're good enough, if you've been
yeah,
cyber,
yeah,
then you are right, then
yeah,
you are acceptable. And with this community, with that community, it doesn't. It's
right. Mm-hmm. It's everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
With your platform you have moving forward, you want to use that how?
I'm just guessing. I might be wrong, but I'm learning when it comes to hearing people, they have voices, they can speak, and people do that. Oh, it makes them go viral. They become famous, right? Or however you want to call them. But when it comes to a deaf person, very few will be able to get recognized. But the rest of us are kind of like being put down where I was feeling old and not getting out there more. I mean, I see a lot of people blue looking at it, but not liking it much. And I was like, they might be afraid, or they may not understand, or I don't know. I don't have the answer for that, but I would love to be able to have my platform get out there for more people to see. And I'm trying to welcome both hearing deaf. It doesn't matter if they really want to learn. But the problem is, lately, so many of them are afraid because they've been seeing what's been happening the last 3 years where the deaf been attacking. And I've gotten involved and I said, stop. I know you're frustrating. I know you feel like they're taking away your language, but not all of them are like that. A few bad ones, yes, but there's many good people like you, for example. You guys are very current. You're going to be able to learn. So I'm just trying to find a way to reach out to people who know how to bring my platform out there, and maybe you'll be able to get out to other people who haven't seen them yet. Make a difference. So I'm kind of stuck in other words.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I remember last night you said that the deaf culture is tough.
yeah,
You want to talk more about that?
well, in other words, we don't have a lot of action
Mm-hmm.
in TikTok. You notice how the hearing people they're doing live, man, or they're having a lot of people popping up on their live, throwing in comments, gifts, all that. But when it comes to the deaf,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I mean, every now and then I'll get big numbers of people coming in every once in a while, but it feels like, okay, when I'm watching other people, even though they're not that famous, they still get higher percentage numbers of
Mm-hmm.
people coming in. So I was like, that don't make sense. They're not starting to realize that their people are not using their phone. They're studying. So when the hearing people come in, I don't know what they're talking
They say
about.
welcome.
So they,
Yeah.
they just kind of move on to somebody else.
Mm.
I was with, I wish there was a way of, I don't know, something that makes these people can understand if there was some kind of a translator, like interpreter, but how does it work? I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's one of my very important key in the deaf community must have interpreter because it's the only way to be able to communicate with foreign. But not only that, I'm hoping to be able to spread awareness, come and learn time with her. And when you do, you'll become involved. We'll be able to have a brain across one another with communication.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very complicated because the deaf community is very left out. That's all I can say. But I want to see, I want to be able to get you guys to feel comfortable, not afraid. What if I sign wrong? I can bust that or I don't think like that. Just come in and just do the best. I mean, we're
Right.
not gonna bang.
People go live, and like word.
See one guy named JB. See that?
JB Sound.
We're enemies.
Yeah.
We're not, we don't get along. No. He's saying that out there is English.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you something. I was telling you your life. You missed a lot, but let me tell you. Okay, I'm back. Now,
okay.
been happening this last, I would say after Christmas of last year.
Okay.
When minister, people were frustrating up there. They got me involved. I mean, at first I was like, well, you're trying to help kids. People telling them, and I don't see nothing wrong. But then after a while, I started catching on. He's saying that the deaf people don't know what they're talking about. And I was like, no, I'm getting it phone. So I got his phone and I talked to him. Or I told him, look, you can argue with me all you want, but I'm not gonna go with that. That's the only thing here they have nine English, blah blah yeah, they're English, all that crap. So we got in a new argument for like 3 or 4 months. I got to the point where I got fed up. I left him. I didn't want to talk anymore. He was making time and he was telling me what to come after me. And other people calling their time, trying to get them fired, surrounding them. It was bad. Oh yeah, it was real bad. So one of my friends got a hold of me and said, I love the way you stand. Can we plan t-shirts of that?
So, and
Yeah. What am I doing?
so,
I put signing with ASL, and then not, you can either go with the word but or without the word. So it became very popular to a lot of people. One of them, and I was like, wow, I felt good.
mhm,
To people, because it's still going on now. He's still out there talking about all that stuff. Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna keep this going because it's true. They are there not even appearance. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to advertise, find speaker for both hearing and the deaf, not just for the deaf, both.
wait,
Yes, I have email. I have many things.
yeah.
Call me email on the stolen email. People calling me email where they put in my long ear, but what for an email, either way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you for making the time to reach out to me in the future. I mean, really helpful because I feel I'm doing something right for everybody. Like on the live last night, people are like, "Oh, here's the guy. You want to talk to him?" Oh, it's
Yeah.
out. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Great, great Friday, and have
Wow.
take on. I know. I might go live later, make it later. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe I'll join.
I have other things I need to catch up on. After I get all that out of the way, I might do it tonight. Maybe because it's him. I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon. Bye.
Bye.